Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, not even really a question at this point. Ned blackmails Nina on General Hospital. And I'm going to be honest, I am 100% here for it. First of all, I thought that this was actually a good episode. And I haven't been able to sit there and say it in a very, very, very long time. So I'm very happy about that. As always, we're going to sit there and talk about all the shows. General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Bold and Beautiful, Young and Restless, and let's do a quick roll call and get into it. Spider Quick, what's good, my friend? Dave, how you doing tonight? Blackmon, the one and only. Days was okay. Actually, pretty enjoyed it, but I respect your opinion. Lobby's in the chat was good, Lobby. Now, yes, we got a lot to sit there and talk about. As you are coming in, make sure that you do hit the like button because it really does help. Let's sit there and start off the stream right tonight. Volume is good. Suppose we could take this. But yeah, I gotta be honest. I think they all brung it today. Days of Our Lives. I mean, General Hospital actually brung it today. Bold and Beautiful definitely brung it today. And Young and the Restless was pretty decent. Um, yes, starting on General Hospital. Yes, that's right. Everyone is coming at Nina. See, this is why I sat there and I said Nina needs to sit there and take back the power. She needs to take back the power. Not only is she having Michael sit there and blackmail her, but she's also having Ned blackmail her. And not just that, but Ned wants Nina to commit insider trading to some extent. She wants to sit there and get some secret. She he wants her to get some sort of secrets and dirt and stuff like that, so he can use it against Drew, which is pretty much insider trading, which is pretty ironic because now the woman who ratted people out on insider trading is now doing this very same thing that is she did to somebody else, and she's hiding from other people. We got a lot. I mean, that's going to be insane in itself. Also, I should probably wait till I get some more people in here to ask this question. Sloan Desperate Peterson, I do not feel bad for on Days of Our Lives. I mean, she is jumping through hoops for Eric Empty Pockets Brady. Okay, you got Leo Stark that's blackmailing you. How sad is your small little narrow world when you got Leo effing Starks blackmailing you? For as a child you didn't even really want. For as a child, Cherry Ice Cream's in the chat. For as a child, I don't even feel like she loves her. Jacqueline, hey, happened everyone. Days was everywhere all at once. Yeah, it definitely was. Definitely was. Now, the fact that they didn't show EJ grieving at all, it's all been about Nicole, right? It's all been about Nicole, and not to sit there and say, what's good, Darby? And it's not to sit there and say Nicole, she doesn't deserve to grieve or anything like that. But it's like, did they forget that men, sometimes with soap operas, I feel like they forget that men actually have feelings. The one and only, the gorgeous Queen, Janice in the chat. Kaz is in the chat. The one and only Nathaniel Gray is in the chat. Let's everyone say what's up, Nathaniel. And yes, I did not forget that. I'm going to sit there and definitely ask that. Lobby said I thought it was an interesting twist to have Ben to offer a chance to live. It was a good talk. It was a good talk. All right, I'll sit there and say this announcement twice. If anybody has been recording General Hospital, specifically the stuff with Mason, let me know. email me and let me know. Um, if you've been recording a lot of the Mason stuff, let me know. Email me and definitely email me. Lobby says, "Hey Nathaniel, nice to see you along with everyone else." I was gonna sit there. I'm gonna make a post tonight before I go to bed. I tried to do one today, but it was like when I got back, it was just run, run, run city. It's pretty much wound up happening. But what else happened? What else happened in what else happened in General Hospital? Lobby says, "Are you looking for something specific, Albert?" Yeah, that I'm not really too sure. Just if you recorded any scene specifically with Mason, email me and let me know because it really depends on. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what he's looking for. Only he's gonna know that. But if you have a bunch of them, let me know, and then we'll sit there and tell you which ones that he's looking for. Dolly, what's good, Dolly? Darby, nope, she didn't show up today. She did not show up today. But yeah, if you have a bunch of clips, just let us know, and then be able to sit there and tell you which ones. Dolly's in the chat. Makai's in the chat. What's good, Makai? Makai, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. How have you been? I saw you in James' live stream. Bobby says, "I like that Dante was finally at the locker." Dante being at his thing, yes, me too to an extent. Dante being at the locker by himself was like, "Are you serious?" And then the fact that what the And then the fact that like Sam was so worried, but she wasn't worried enough to sit there and go there as backup. If she was with Jason, she would have went. She was went there as backup. Danny, what's good, Danny? How have you been? Spike Quick says, "Albert, your G's expectations are way higher than Days. That's why you think it's good for me. I never have expectation. Like your G's expectations are way higher than Days. That's why you think it's good. For me, I never have expectations in any show or movie, so I can tell if it's good or not without being biased or anything." Did you watch my review today, Spiderquake? Because I think I kind of touched on that in my review. But let me know if you watched my review now. And Lobby says, "I don't have anything." Cool. Okay. Yeah. Um, yeah, no, I'm gonna put that in the post. Yeah, yeah, actually, I do. Actually, do, Janet. I do think he's gonna die this time. I'm talking about Janet. No, no, I know what you're talking about, Janet Hospital, but I kind of covered that in my review when I did talk about it. When I talked about specifically what you said is kind of what I did cover. Danny, doing good. How have you been? Watch days. It was okay. Janet said we're gonna have an Emmy review. Hmm. I don't know if it'll be a review. I might talk about it. Here's the thing, Jay. I've never actually done an Emmy review, so I don't even really know what to look for. But I might talk about it. I might sit there and share my thoughts, my opinions. Quick says, like, I'm not mad at you, just the right hop. Oh yeah, of course. I know exactly what you're talking about, Spider Quick. Lashonda, it's been a minute. No, I know exactly what you mean, Spider Quick. No, that's what I said. I respect your opinion. Janet says predictions. Hmm. I don't know if I'll do predictions. I may or may not. I don't know. See, I'll be honest, Jen. This is my first time actually watching the Emmys. So I couldn't even sit there and talk about categories and stuff like that. Like I said, I may do a little video on it. Monique is in the chat. Lashante, like I said, it's been a while. Duan, how you doing tonight? Danny says I would vote for Chelsea from YNR to win the Emmys. Okay. Why am I voting for Chelsea? Danny. Mikhail says I'm good, Albert. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for asking out who you're doing good. I've been catching up in the hustle and battles of the highs. I got you. I got you. Like I said, I just, Mikhail, I miss seeing you. Dave says who's nominated for GH is the Emmys. Yeah, I have no idea. That's what I said. I was like, that's the first time I'm actually watching the Emmys, so I don't really know anything about the Emmys to be honest. Nathaniel says sorry was getting food. How's everyone? How's everyone? How's everyone, Chad? What are you eating tonight? And that's a very creepy question, but I'm gonna ask anyway. So to say you're getting food, kind of nosy. Billy said I think so. Eddie, who played Epiphany, is going to win as a sympathy vote. Yeah, I can see that. And Janice says I hope Jason Thomas wins. He has been killing it. Danny said tried to save for me to pick. Oh, okay. I got you. Lashanta says so. Nina constantly hollering insider trading, but that's what Nat wants her to do. Oh yes, that's hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, Lashanta, that's hilarious. Well, Dave, don't feel too bad. I mispronounced his name a couple of times when you got it. Oh, Thai food. Oh, okay. Oh, we going exotic tonight. Okay. I don't think I've ever actually had Thai food. If I did, I don't remember what it tastes like. I think it was like years ago. Okay. Ronnie Rise in the chat. The one says I think Fiona Hughes and Maurice are nominated. Well, they are OGs. Lashanta says I've told you, Ned. Tracy's son selfish. Billy said Chelsea depression stuff was really good last year and should probably get her the lead win. I'm curious to sit there and see what the Emmys are like. I think part of the reason why I'm watching it is because I do all these reviews. But most important, no, part of the reason why I'm actually watching it is because I watch all four soap operas. I watch all four soap operas. So I feel like it's going to be very interesting um, seeing what's what and who's who and stuff like that. Now, Lorby said, doing okay. Thanks, Nathaniel. Asked him, do you have any plans for the holidays, Nathaniel? Yes. What are your fun plans? What are your plans for the holidays if you Ben says see lots of lights. Justin. Terry Ice Cream says Albert, what channel does it come on? Um I'm not sure. Cherry Ice Cream, I imagine it comes on CBS. Whatever your CBS station is, it comes on CBS, I'm assuming. That could be wrong. Then he says I would watch Emily this week because like this is the year nominated for Emily. Hmm? Well, I mean, I was planning on watching it. Ron says WTF is Chad issue. Look how he's treating. How he's thinking. Isn't Stephanie free to do what she wants? I mean, it was a bad call, and even Alex was like, "What do you bro? You're so far off. It's not even funny." And like I said, Paulina or Jackie O'Hara's lost weight. You know, she looks good with the weight off. I'll be honest. There's times with um certain people actually look better with weight on. I'm not gonna lie. Thank you, Jen. Yes, Paramount. Yeah. If you have Paramount Plus or if you have CBS, then yes. Nicole, how you doing tonight? Monique said Chad treats Stephanie like a toy. He didn't want her, but as he sees someone else playing with his toys, he wants it back. Exactly. Le Danya. Yeah, I called you on the shout out. Yes, I remember that. Le Danya. I hope that's how I spell your name. How I pronounce your name. Le Danya. Now Janice says live if you have Paramount or the next day. Yes, exactly. Welcome, Le Danya. Thank you for joining. Danny says Albert going to make a comeback on YouTube possibly. Okay. Um, if you do, make sure you email me your YouTube channel. Okay. Make sure you do that. Want to support. Lashanta says Donna out of order. She's the one. See, here's the thing, Lashanta, and this is Lashanta. You have to sit there and remember one thing. All the stuff that she's snipped saying, yes, she's out of order and she's out of pocket and stuff like that. This is coming from a place of fear and sadness. You know. Oh, of course, Ladanya. That's how we do it. Every time we have somebody new to come in, we welcome them. Um, so yes, welcome. Cody says this Friday on Paramount Plus is where the okay. Ooh, this Friday. Oh, hmm. I guess I may not be live streaming this Friday then, because I'll be watching the Emmys. Okay. Justin said Christina just made the worst possible mistake of her life, and Molly won't be happy. Yeah, I do feel like it is a mistake, Justin. I do agree with you on that. I do agree with you on that. Ron says, "I'm glad that Leo ain't playing with Sloan. I that he drains every time from her because if she doesn't, then he'll blow her away." Blackmon says, "Donna, let it be known you better recognize. Donna, let it be known you better recognize I'm an actress." I'm just looking at it. It's like, yeah, we can all sit there and say that a lot of stuff that Donna was saying it was out of it was out of pain, right? And I'm not saying it's I'm not saying it makes it right. Exactly, Laura B. I feel bad for Donna to be honest. It can't be easy for her. No, it can't. And that's why I sat there and I looked. I was like, there's not really a lot of who's right or who's wrong. You know, at the end of the day, we're human beings. We're gonna feel the way that we feel, right or wrong. And Dolly says, I was torn when it came on to Rich today. I felt where he was coming from, but he also left the family hanging in the past, like he didn't even show up when his mom died. Oh, now Monique says if Donna was married to Eric, could she go to court and fight Rich? Yes, yes, she could. Yes, she could. And she here's the thing: she's gonna. I put it this way: she's gonna be resentful of Eric. I mean, she's gonna be resentful of Ridge in the coming days, and I know a lot of people want to sit there and give her a smoke because she's a Logan and blah 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 blah. But it's coming from a place of grief. That's the bottom line. When every category, wow. Lobby says Ridge wasn't there when it's yeah. That's like I said. I'm new to the party, but I like I said I get it though. You know, at the end of the day, Donna's just worried. She wants to sit there and fight. She wants him to live, but she wants him to live not just for him, but for her. You know, ultimately, she wants him to live for her, and that's not. It's not respecting what they want, and it's a very tough place to be in. Lashanta says Nina might as well come clean. I've been saying that for a hot minute, Lashanta. Jacqueline says Leo has an evil side. He just hasn't gone there for a while. I hope he exposed Sloan and Melinda in the worst possible way. Oh, I'm there for it. I'm there for it. Lorby says be the excuse to not be there when his. Oh, you mean like what's the excuse? Nicole said I like Nat Blackmail and Nina. Yeah, like I said, I'm here for it. I'm like, yo, listen. Um, Sloan is so damn desperate. What's good, Graham CV? Ron says exactly. Albert, every effing category for best daytime drama. Damn. Okay, you feel that confident about it. Okay. All right, broski. Jonathan, what's good? Duan said Ridge told Donna off really. She had just been with him a few months. He known him since he was yeah, I mean like I said, Duan, we can all agree that Donna was out of pocket. But Donna was coming from a place of hurt and anger and grief, you know? LaShanta says Ned is so arrogant, he always puts business before family. Lois, talk to him good. Hmm. I guess in some ways you have a point. Johnson said GH was born yesterday. I decided to sleep through most of it. Yeah, it like I said, it wasn't good. But Jonathan today was actually pretty good though. Now Duane said TH oh, those damn Logans. Hmm. I don't know. Here's the thing. Usually I could sit there and do that, but like given today's episode, I just don't have it in me to sit there and do my usual chant about the Logans. Um, and that's mostly because, like I said, I felt for. Yeah, no, Lobby. I like I said, I couldn't do it today. I feel for Donna. Damn. Okay, Ron is either cutthroat tonight or just coming in hot. Monique says, I just know I wouldn't be want to put in Ridge's position. Is it worth to give them a lifetime of happiness if it's short lived to let let's just let God take over? Yeah, it's Janet says, I'm over Lois nails, too much attention on them. Well, exactly, Jen, but a lot of people like her nails though. They're like, oh, her nails are really pretty. It's like they're just trying to justify reasons of why she's on the show or something. I don't know. Lord B says I get that. I feel for Donna. Yeah. Lasanta says why is Scotty still begging Lisa? Because here's the thing. Like I said, Scotty came across as a scumbag. Darby says go Donna Logan. Oh, he says I hate that Rick isn't in town. That would have been explosive showdown between Rick and Ridge over their dad. Oh yeah, forget there's three of them or something. But yes, no, Scotty was a. Let me highlight this. Scotty was a scumbag today. He tried to use Liesel's grief as a way to getting back with her. Like what? Who? I said in my review, I was like, "Yo, listen, ladies, we don't claim him. Thank you, Black Man, thank you. Yes, make sure you do hit the like button because it really does actually help." What? Jesus, seriously, do hit the like button. It really does help. God says Scotty is also begging Lucy. Yeah, exactly. Because apparently Lucy's a consolation prize now. Thank you, Black Man. Thank you. Let's see how many likes we do have. It's like it's taking forever to do anything on my goddamn phone. And it does things that I don't ask for. Okay, so we got 16 likes. We got 16 likes. We got 27 people in the chat. So, um, if you enjoy the stream, make sure you hit the like button. Johnson says it looks like, yeah, exactly, Jonathan. That's how it's like. Yeah, they're going to kill him off this time. Need to get her Golding somewhere else. She's not Eric's wife. I don't, Ron. I think you got. I think you got this situation so twisted. I don't even know where to begin. She's not a gold digger, and she's grieving her husband's loss. I don't. I have no idea what you're talking about, Ron. Johnson says, "Isn't Lucy still seeing?" Yes, she is. John, that's why I didn't really understand the caution, the thought of like she's gonna slip back into her old ways. Dolly says Rick would have been the one to throw out the fact that Reg isn't Eric's biological kid. He would have gone, yeah, and yeah, it would have been crazy. It sounded like that would have been crazy. Robbie says, I'm glad that there was clarification on Scott and Liesel. I normally like Scott, but he was acting like a creep today. Yeah, he was. Ryan says, Donna is, yeah, no, I know she's not, I know she's not Eric's wife. I know she's not Eric's wife, but you think they're saying that she's a gold digger, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I guess we'll find out. We'll find out, Darby. Now Johnson says, who do you think Scotty can end up dating next? Lucy. Lucy, even though that's cause here's the thing. Like Liesel said, Scotty's lonely. Scotty is straight up lonely. Dave, I didn't actually see him. Um, he's not live streaming tonight. I know that much because I did check. Unless he's live streaming, I don't know about. But he didn't put up a thing for live streaming tonight, so I don't think he's actually doing that. Nope. So maybe he's just busy doing some other stuff. Monique says Scott was the same man who married Jason's biomom to get his inheritance, so it's not out of the norm for Scott to use Dr. O's grief as a way to get it. Yeah, that's I mean, Grant, I didn't really, I heard about that, but I didn't remember that though. So yeah, I guess when you put it like that, Monique, it's just, honestly, Turkey was such a scumbag thing to sit there and say. Was good, Big Nate? It was such a scumbag thing to say. Johnson says, can you think of anyone who currently sing with us, Scott could date? I don't said no one. I just, because the problem with Scotty is that he's not somebody that a lot of people can sit there and handle, right? I don't. Most people I mean, I can see him going out with Jordan. I can see him going out with Jordan. I can see him going out with. The problem, yeah, that's another thing, Jonathan. There's not a high selection for him to sit there and choose from. That's the other problem with that. That's the other problem with that scenario. That's sort of the issue. Oh, Jonathan, I just realized you're not a member anymore. John says, how about Tracy? Hmm. I doubt that, Jonathan. I don't see Tracy actually dating downward in a sense. I don't see her dating downward in a sense. Ron says Scotty is a scumbag, but Nate isn't. I mean, we're talking about two different characters. That's kind of the issue, Duran. I'm talking about Scotty and what he did. And I'm not just saying that Nate isn't a scumbag in himself. Yeah, Nate is definitely a scumbag for betraying his family. Yeah, I'll sit there and say that. Um, Ron says, yeah, I don't see Tracy wanting to date Scotty, really. Ron says, I've heard that Alexander said that in his predictions that about Eric needs a transplant and Sheila can play a part in this Eric recovery. Yeah, but he's I don't see them keeping him on the show. That's the problem. I know that he'll have some predictions, but now Johnson says, how do I renew my membership? That's a damn good question. I mean, I think it'd probably just be easier if you just get a new membership. But I'll tell you what though, Jonathan. Um, in the pin comment, just click on that on well, in the pin comment, just click on the link, and then you can just I think that's how you either renew your membership or just get a new one. But I think it will renew because you haven't been expired for that long. So just click on the in the pin comment. Yeah, Lorby, and that's another thing I was going to sit there and say. This is something that I find people tend to do often. With defending a character is bringing up another character. It's like the Nina and Carly thing. You know, Nina does something, but somebody will bring up something about Carly's, and it's just like one doesn't have anything to do with the other. Well, on top of that, they're two different shows. I'm talking about Scott Baldwin, and you're talking about Nate Hastings on The Young and the Restless. But yes, the link for the membership is in the pin comment, so you can't miss it. But if you have any problems, let me know though. 'Cause it worked that way though. Ron says, how did Steve figure out Jada's father's anniversary? I mean, they were best friends for a long time, so it would make sense. It would make sense. They known each other for years. Terry Ice Cream says maybe Lisa will take him back. I doubt it. I do. She seemed like she was very firm on that, you know. And the way that Scotty was acting, Scotty just wanted someone. He didn't necessarily even. It didn't almost seem like he didn't even really want her. He just wanted somebody. And no, Lobby, no, I get it. I get it. Exactly, Darby. They're like brothers. Um, Justice says, can you find it and you're watching? Can you find it you're watching on your phone? Can you find it you're watching on your phone? Okay. If you're watching on your phone, yeah, it's actually right in the pin comment. It literally says my name highlighted, and then it says YouTube channel. I can see it on my phone. Yes, it's literally right there at the top. You just go into you go into chat. So you go into live chat. That's where I have mine at. Like right there, it's literally highlighted in blue. But Lobby, I also didn't say this much. I always find, I mean, usually in debates, that's when I always find it to be kind of a weak argument, you know? But, what else happened? Billy, is that, and that's the thing, LaShanta. I did feel like it was, Johnson says it took me to the channels page. That's so weird. Let me see something. Let me see when it goes. And yeah, I do admit it was out of pocket because it's like on some sort of level. Why is this? Monique says, glad that Monica is back. Tracy Steves, what's good, Tracy Steves? Oh, so weird. See, because this is what mine shows when I click on that. So I don't understand that. That's so weird. Yeah, when I click on the link, it shows, well, it does that. So I don't know. I mean, Jonathan, do you have an iPhone? Tracy said Nina needs to go ahead and just tell Willow what she did so she can stop being black. Yes, and like I said, I've been saying that for a hot minute. Yeah, I here's the thing, Lobby. I feel like it's probably gonna happen either Thursday or Friday. Anthony, the number one YouTuber, how are you doing? Jesse Jess is in the chat. Was good, Jess? Oh, you have an iPhone. Oh, wow. Okay, that's so weird. Yeah, and that's the thing, because Jess also has an iPhone, but I'm pretty sure she can actually click onto the link though. Yeah, try on your computer. I know. Here's the thing. I know it'll work on your computer though, because even if you go to my page, you'll see a join button. Jess, what did you think of General Hospital today? Yep. J Love. Jess has Here's the thing. Jess has so many different nicknames. Like I never talked to a woman that have more nicknames my entire life than Jess. J Love. Ron says, I better hope that Alex doesn't get Stephanie an inch, meaning of getting back together. You're not the only person that actually said that. Not the only person that said that. Just has so many different names. It's almost hard to sit there and keep up with them. Let's see. You got Mrs. Jack Abbott, my favorite. The First Lady. Oh, cool. We got 23 likes. Got 31 people in the chat. J Love, Goddess, Queen. Just says Engage was a bit better than yesterday. Just said LOL, I guess, but people in real life just call me Jazz. I mean, that's cool too. That's Right, if you want to take the fun out of it, then yeah, that's fine. Um, but yeah, like I said, I gave GH his props today. I gave GH his props today. I'm like, hey, you know what? It was an actual decent episode. And like like I said before, we were talking. Scotty was a scumbag. Oh, and Jess, you miss Nathaniel Gray. Nathaniel Gray was in the chat earlier today. Actually, maybe like a couple minutes before you got here. Oh, that's what's up. Darby just gifted a membership. Thank you, Darby. That is awesome. That is amazing. Thank you. Seriously, let's everyone thank Darby. Lashanta says Nina partner in crime is back. She can help because it's going left. Just as if Ned is going to keep the secret for the stupid reason, he might as well blackmail her, I guess. Yeah, exactly. At least he's going to get something out of it. Now he's going to get Nina to commit insider trading, which is hilarious. I hope that gift. I mean, granted, if it goes to somebody else, that's cool. Hopefully, it goes to Jonathan. Exactly, Jess. Darby says every nickel helps. No, seriously, it really does. So thank you, Darby. That was amazing of you. I really do appreciate you. Thank you. Hmm. Oh, we got Alicia up in the chat. Oh, Alicia got the membership. Okay, I got you. I got you. Thank you. Thank you, Darby. Thank you, Lorby, and thank you, Darby. Yeah, no, I got it now. I went to because I was like, I saw people say Alicia. Oh, and Jonathan is a member. That's what's up. That's what's up. Thank you, Jonathan, for being a member again. Oh, Lashanta, Monica's been in the attic with the other people that they really use. Whenever they want to sit there and let them out the attic, Lashanta, you know, that's why we're getting Monica back. But seriously, thank you, Darby. Thank you, Jonathan, for being a member. That is amazing. Darby says, "How did you do it, Jonathan?" I think he went from his computer because when he clicked on a link, when he clicked on the pin comment, it just sent him back to my page for some odd reason. So he went on his laptop because he has an iPhone. For some odd reason, the iPhones they just give unnecessary problems. But yeah, I give him props to that. I give GH props to that. I feel like they're going to start to move this stuff moving forward. And now Dante's a target too, by the way. Dante's a target. Obviously, those are there are those that think Monica is returning for Bobby's death. Yeah, probably. Um, they're. I'll put it this way. I'm not looking. I know that they have to sit there and talk about it. Kyrie's the one and only. Just that I must have missed it because I was so bored. But what is Dante doing? Have a good night, Nicole. You went to go get that the evidence for Anna, the stuff that was supposed to be in that secure security box. Have a good night, Monique. 7 a.m. I did it today, so I feel you, Monique. LaShanta said Ned got me so mad he knows Olivia like peace between family, but he let Tracy send him out. Well, to be fair, um, Nina did him dirty. Okay, let's be very clear. Nina did him dirty. So I think at this point, a little payback is yeah. Okay, Olivia likes peace. Okay, that's fine, but um, it shouldn't come at his expense. That's my issue. Harry says I might be forced to give Jade another chance on Friday. That I might be forced to give Jada another chance on Friday from Days of Our Lives. Why do you why did you change your heart? Just says I don't even blame that. At least he's getting something out of it, unlike Michael. Yeah, exactly, and he's doing exactly what he got accused of ratting Carly and Drew out for. Um, yes, yes, actually, I am. I'm actually very surprised, Ron, because that town is not that big, Ron. The fact that they didn't bump into each other, yes, I find that very weird. Just because I don't get Michael at all. I mean, we understand that he's controlling. Harry says the spoilers for this week is an indication her and Stephanie might have some. Oh, okay, all right. Well, I mean, I was already on board. Okay, all right. Well, that's definitely a good reason to sit there and it's always a good reason to sit there and change your mind. I 100% support that. Darby says, "How did Nina do Ned dirty?" Because people sit there and think Ned was the one that turned people in, turned those two in for insider trading, and they're taking all. She's taking all the smoke for something that Nina did. So technically, she didn't really do him dirty on purpose. I would sit there and say, yeah, let me correct that. He didn't. She didn't do it on purpose, but Curry says, "I'll be paying attention to Friday's episode. Won't miss a single detail." All right. Well, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Autumn. Yeah, but even though I really don't like Nina, I think she needs to tell Willow and Sunny herself, let the chips fall where they may. Unlike I said, Michael needs to tell Willow and let her decide. Yes, and I agree with that. I agree with that. I said that for a long time, Autumn. 100% agree. Now, Daisy says, Kyrie's, when is your next live stream? He says, I'm live streaming Friday too. That will damn sure be the first topic. Now, Darby has a point. Darby says Nina didn't accuse Ned. Drew and Michael accused him. Accused him. Yes, no, that's very true. So she didn't do it indirectly, but a lot of the smoke that he was getting was because of her actions. So yes, I will sit there and change that because you know, you're right on that. And Harry says, I had a dream and Jordan appeared very briefly. I don't think she liked me. Well, she didn't poison you, so you're safe. If you're not dead, then she likes you. Like I said, I saw the whole mustache on Adam, and I was a little kind of worried because I was like, I'm used to seeing the more clear shave thing, but it works for him. It works for him. I know that's exactly what I said. It was like that's what's up. Thank you, Jonathan. We were just into saying that you probably wanted your laptop to do or your computer. Um, I'm glad to have you back though, Jonathan. Glad to have you back. But yeah, the Emmys is this Friday. You can get it from me any day. Yeah, like I said, I like the look. I like the look. LaShanta says while Maxie broke, Deception lawsuit was dropped. Yeah, but she went on a pay cut. Her and Sasha went on a pay cut. Like they were still recovering, and plus she had a lot of debt. She had a lot of credit card debt. She was only paying a minimum balance. So, Johnson says daytime Emmys. Yes, yeah, it's coming on Friday. So I probably won't be live streaming Friday since I'll be watching the Emmys. Autumn says, yeah, but even though I don't like Nina at all, she should tell Sunny and Willow the truth and like, oh yeah, you wrote that already. But yeah, that's the thing though. Like Maxie explained why she went into credit card debt. I mean, why she is having money issues. That's why I'm kind of more surprised by that question. But yeah, she was only paying a minimum balance. She still had bills, and Deception wasn't doing good. Darby says Ned has more reason to be mad at Drew and Michael for trying to take over ELQ in the first place. You can be mad at both. You can be mad on both fronts. Yeah, he did sit there and say he wanted to clear his name, LaShanti. Yes, that's true. Ned did say that. Lord B says I might be able to watch YNR a little more now that my program will be over Thursdays. Carrie says, Max, you look pretty, but I don't like that shirt too much. But her eyes and hair were on point. Okay. As I told you, I'm not even going to sit there and say what I usually say. I'm just going to be like, okay. Jakaris, how have you been? Jakaris, you actually have two YouTube channels. I noticed that today when I went to start watching some of your review. Are you actually doing anything with the other YouTube channel, though, Jakaris? Autumn says, Albert, I have read a spoiler that Carly could cheat on Drew with Mr. Renton. It depends on how long Drew is going to be out of town. Carly really needs to watch her back with that guy. Yeah, that's very true. Damn, Jess. Jesus Christ. I'm glad you're good, Jakaris. Yeah, I noticed that you. Oh, no, not yet. Carrie says she still looks like she lost a few pounds. She don't weigh more than a man. She's like 180. Average man weighs about 140, 145. So we gonna have to kind of readjust that ish. Oh, Jakaris is actually going to be in 2 days. Okay, that's what's up. Okay. Ron says, Albert, what's your take on Alex saying that Sheila could play a role in Eric's recovery? Um, Eric isn't going to be alive, so I don't see that prediction actually coming true. They're going. I know. I feel like they're going to kill off the character. Ariana. Hi, Albert. I see Ned is blackmailing Nina. Exactly, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Spider Quick says, Albert, where's your biggest fan? Well, Spider Quick, I was actually positive about General Hospital. So clearly, it's the night that she actually missed. It's the night that she actually missed. Whenever I'm actually going in on General Hospital, that's when she's always here. Harry says, Nourish man don't weigh that little. Harry's, she weighs more. You know my answer to that, Kyrie's. She weighs more than a man. Like just she weighs more than a man. I don't know what are we talking about at this point. 180? Bro, that's like damn near two. I don't know what universe you think that she don't weigh more than a man. It's just beyond me. But on the bright side, I actually miss seeing you, Kyrie's. Nate says, did you read an article for GH's latest TV Guide magazine? Nina's world crashes before Christmas. Ah, what's up? You know, maybe. I mean, like I said, Spider Quake, she's not easily breakable. So there's that. I really had to think about that as for a hot minute too. Darby says, I learned that lessons about just playing the minimum balance on a credit card, you have to pay more than the minimum balance to actually make a difference on the balance, or you'd be paying forever. Exactly, Darby. And that's what Maxie's so messed up in her part of the reason why she's so messed up in her finances. What's good? What's good, Gemini? Justin said this just Andrea known for a role as Brooklyn Nine. Oh wow. Damn. Damn. Yeah, that's sad. Curry says if you treat Maxie with respect she deserves, maybe you'll be happy. You'd be more happier. Oh, I am treating her with respect, Carries. I'm being honest. There's nothing more respectful than being honest. Curry says, well, if you can't break her easily, then you're just being lazy. I mean, you know what? I'm not even gonna get into that. Lashanta says, Albert, what happened yesterday in YNR? What happened yesterday in YNR? Nick was being a dick to Adam, not letting him know that Jordan was in town. Nikki is still on the bottle, on the wagon. Like Craig says, so Albert, you might. That's a good start for your love for Maxie. Messing around with somebody isn't the same thing as actually loving them, Spider Quake. Curry says good. Ron says, Albert, can some of these characters be single for a while, like Stephanie will be jumping in? Oh, Ron, you're too much. Tracy says, Albert, LOL, I'm being honest. Being honest and respect don't go in the same sentence in regard to the soul world. Yeah, but I can't really help that though. That's. I'm being honest. How people choose to take it is that's on them. Okay, so like we're just making sure there's a line between love and there's a line between love and lust. You know what? No, screw that. Harris, you know who actually lost weight? Jackie or Harris or Paulina. Paulina on Days of Our Lives actually lost some weight. Like, and you can see it. Oof. Now, just don't. You're lucky. You know who's not here. You are lucky. You know who's not here because that person that shall not be named would have been mad. Johnson says if Jordan ends up kidnapping Connor, the rest of the Newmans will be blamed because they didn't want Adam. But yeah, same thing. With Abby, Jonathan, you didn't sit there and tell Abby about that. Like, what are you doing? She's a Newman also. So out of pocket. And he's like, "Oh yeah, it's a personal matter. It's not a personal matter. She's coming after everyone, Nick. What are you talking about? It's a personal matter." There's, oh no, not all, not, oh no, not all of that again. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Say you say something negative about General Hospital, it's like apparently you hate the show and you're just wasting your time watching it. But see, I just learned to just be amused by it. That's the thing. I learned to be amused by purposely being a dick. Johnson says and Dominic could also be in danger. I totally forgot about that. I well, I wouldn't go that far, but I respect your opinion though. I'll sit there and say it was out of pocket and it was unnecessary. But I also feel like Aaron says I was there for every landslide and see, but that's my whole thing though. Like I'm just like I find it funny. I find it hilarious. And I remember one time that person was acting like that. So here's the thing, Ariana, I doubled down on that. Then I just started making up complaints just off the top of my ass at this point. Ron says, would that be funny if Alex impregnated Melinda? No, 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 it actually wouldn't be. Um, Johnson says Nick didn't want Adam to know because he'd never expect the fact that he's a member of the family, whether he likes it or not. Okay, very good point. Bobby says, I was surprised when you said in your review that Abby and Adam were not one. Yeah, because I'm like, people sat there and said that when I was like, Nick, you're not even one Adam, somebody was like, they didn't even warn Abby. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Abby's also a Newman, you know? Bobby says the smart thing would be to circle the wagon with the Newmans, but leave it to Nick to not tell his siblings that the family has a new deadly threat. Well, to be fair, they're all kind of out of pocket at that point. Ariana said, those were my best drunken nights. You were poking the bear, and it's you couldn't say one bad word. I exactly, Ariana. And honestly, tell you the truth, I made sure I said almost every bad word as possible. I mean, the problem is, Ariana. I know that there's probably something going on with her on a mental level, but it doesn't excuse rude behavior. It doesn't excuse rude behavior. So, I mean, Ariana, I can sit there and go about it two ways. I'm just choosing to be more entertained by it. So I'm like, hey, listen, you gonna make content for me one way or the other. Melly Mel, my heart queen. I don't like Nina, but enough is enough. I feel bad because he got blamed for something she didn't do. Okay, I don't know about the whole I don't know about the whole selfish and arrogant thing, but okay. Curry says, but I still refuse to turn on Jordan, even if she comes after Adam. Sadly, I still love her. She got my unconditional shook. She got me unconditionally shook. Okay, that's. I expect nothing less, Mel, than from you to be watching the episode tomorrow. Um, Justin says, I know the difference with Abby is that she had the habit to fall on her corner, but Adam doesn't have any family members from his mom's side to support him. That's very true. Miranda says it was over the top. I think you handled it. Thank you. Like I said, I know there's an issue with her, but I know there's an issue with the name that's with the person that shall not be named. But like I said, I find it more to be hilarious. Sometimes you gotta sit there and take situations and just flip it. Some people, I choose not to do that. I'll just block them. With her, it's like, all right, I feel the same way, Jess. It's a terrible idea. It's going to backfire, and everyone is going to be miserable because of it. You know, Jess. The thing that's so crazy is that she has options. She doesn't have to sit there and choose them. I mean, she doesn't have to sit there and choose Christina. She has a whole different panel of people she can choose from. Why have it be that like? Like Quick says, Albert is definitely is someone who ran through more than four, basically. Um, two, two. She only been with two men. Okay, or maybe three. Ron says, Albert, why don't you want this Talia witchcraft story on Bold, meaning Sheila giving? Why don't you want this Tabitha witchcraft story on Bold, meaning Sheila giving birth to a child? I don't get that. You have to explain a little more better. The last day. I like the new picture, my friend. I like the new picture. I'm looking forward to you and Kyrie's doing a collab. Alexis arguing with Christina. Yeah, exactly. Because I'm like, it's a terrible idea. Like, what are you doing, bro? Also, before I close out this little thing, I think you know who is actually disliking my videos. Well, that person is disliking my General Hospital videos. Which I'm just like, really, bro? Really? I know if I didn't like somebody, I wouldn't be in their chat. Johnson says if something does happen to Ghana because of and Jordan, Adam will have every right to lash out at the rest of the family. Spikequake says, "Damn, it'd be like, yeah." I just again, Spikequake. I'm just like, boo. You come in here, you don't like things I say. Okay, fine. A lot of people don't like what I always say. But it's like you have a personal like it bothers you on a personal level, but you're still here. So unless you're some sort of sadist or something, I don't get it. Yeah, Kyrie. I mean, yeah, last day. Make sure you send Kyrie's an email. BS by the quick. It'd be like that. Last day says I'm good. Thank you. I felt it was time to cut my hair. Plus, it makes my job much more easier with my hair, not in my face. Well, I like the haircut. So, and I'm really happy that that you got that job. Lashanta says, I knew he would be hard headed. He didn't tell Anna about the key. Man, he's doing it. My whole thing is like, I feel like he's taking this unnecessary risk for Anna. And I'm like, I get that y'all are friends, but like, or you got a family. Spy Critic says Albert is every day because there are always these women dating men, but bang women. I feel like we're talking about two different things. But yes, no, last day, no, I'm happy for you, man. I am. Harry says I was pissed off with EJ yesterday. Why? Harry says I thought Claire was the one who was going to groom by the nut job Jordan. I don't actually even really have that much. What am I thinking? Yes, like quick. I think we're talking about two different things. Hmm. Oh, okay. All right. Now I got you. Now I got you. Spider quick. Johnson says probably because he refused to listen to Leo. Oh, Kyrie says EJ punching Leo twice was out of line. So just the first punch was okay. So if you would have punched him one time, then that would have been fine. Now it says I got bad news that Kyrie has Thomas is sick with the flu, so a temporary recast of Henry. Ah, okay. All right. Well, thank you for letting me know, man. And Ron says because you said that Passion had was witches and Tabitha had a baby and she was much older than Sheila, so why can't Sheila also have a baby? Because Sheila is way past the age of geriatric pregnancy, and Tabitha was on a different show. She was on a show with supernatural creatures. Okay. Sheila is in a different show where it's more realistic. And women that are over 60 generally don't have babies. So you can't compare Sheila from B&B to Tabitha on Passions. That's why, Ron. That's why, Ronnie Ron. Harry says punching him at all when Leo was trying to do the right thing. Leo should have punched him back and picked up a weapon. Well, I agree with that part, but Leo ain't doing anything to EJ. Let's just be honest. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing to Leo. If he was smart, he should have sat there and played dead. That's what he should have did. To be fair, Kyrie, I do feel like it was kind of out of pocket. If you're gonna sit there and play devil's advocate, it was out of pocket. Ariana says, I don't feel bad for Nina, however, I'm ready to see the story end. It's so boring. Yeah, no, I got you, Kyrie. No, it was a little out of pocket. I'm not gonna lie. Now, Jess says also why are they bringing Monica back for? Fan service. Same reason. Jess, it's the same reason why they bring back Lois. Johnson says Alistar was a menacing villain on Passions. Word for that. Darby says now you know little Leo has no business trying to fight EJ. Well, to be fair, he wasn't trying to fight EJ. He was trying to do the right thing. Um, I mean, it's just like, damn, the dude literally came back. Well, to be fair, he did trust Beth, but like, Yeah, it was a little out of pocket. Just as I hope the fans enjoy Monaco because yeah. Oh, we knew what you meant. But see, that's again, Jess. This is why I sit there and say the bar for GH has been lowered. Okay, where all you have to do is just show up. Now, Jess says also Liesel was annoying me today. Why did Liesel annoy you today? What about Scotty? You don't think that Scotty was acting like a You don't think that Scotty was being a scumbag for trying to take advantage of her grief? Derby says, okay, Sheila may act like a witch, but she doesn't have any powers. Oh my goodness, Spider Quick, you really shouldn't be knowing those words. I don't really understand Ron's position. Now, Jeff says, why she can't be with him, or just have him be there for her, just because Scotty is trying to use. First of all, let's be honest. Scotty doesn't necessarily want her. He just wants someone. Okay. So at this point, she's kind of just like she can be there or not be there, or somebody else can be there. He's lonely. Second of all, you don't take advantage of somebody's grief by just saying, well, you lost some kids and I lost some kids, so we should sit there and be together. Let me help you through your grief. Bro, seriously? I'm actually a little kind of surprised that you didn't actually see that though, Jess. That's the part that's a little alarming. But Quick says, "How about I know the meaning of that word? I know. I know. Just says I didn't get that far. I didn't get that from him. I don't know how you did. Really? You didn't get that, Jess? I mean, he says something as far as her running away to, as far as dealing with her grief, and then tried to use her grief by simply saying, we can help each other. We can deal with our grief together. She already said no. They already broke up, and he's trying to get her back, and she's saying no. She pretty much did everything except for sit there and say F you. So what does he do when they get outside of Calories? Oh, let's bring up her grief again and then talk about how we can sit there and try to be together. Yeah, because he lost kids too. That's not a reason to sit there and get together. Harry says it's going to be a really great storyline if they let it play out. I'll give the writers my idea for Jerry Jack's long lost son for free GH. Lashanta says I think Scotty wants that old thing back. Jesse is he was so genuine that the minute that she turned him down, he went right for Lucy. Yep. Well, I wouldn't go that far as fighting quick, but he's definitely wants to be with someone. That's the thing. You don't use somebody's grief and pain to sit there and try to be with them. And then the minute that she says no, you go run to Lucy? Like, damn, I really want to be with her. Oh well, let's sit there and see what Lucy's doing. Just says I don't get how he's using her grief and pain. I wish I had alcohol right now. That's what I'm gonna say about that. I really wish I had some goddamn alcohol right now. Ron, I mean, I would like to sit there and think it's a little bit more than that, though, Spider Quake. I would like to sit there and think it's a little bit more than that. I think it's just loneliness. Curry says Lucy got a man. Scotty should ask Ava Jerome out on a date. I'm sure she'll say yes. Yeah, they had a little fling before. Ron says, "Out of who the F is EJ? Somebody should knock his damn teeth out of his mouth because of the crap he was talking, and Paulina needs to fire him ASAP." Fly Quick says, Albert, your face said it all looking at Ron's comment. I was actually thinking more about Jess's comment. That was Fly Quick. The problem was I was actually sitting there looking at Jess's comment. Jess says he acts like he hasn't been trying to get her back. Yeah, all right. Okay. All right. All right. All right. That's Kyrie says, yes, Ava and Scott will be nice. I mean, they hooked up before. I'm she's Mel says, I got good news that Judas returning in 24 could be either. Oh, okay. Nice. Just as you're going to explain, I'll just keep making that face, no rebuttal. Okay, then. Just, I don't know. I don't know which one is more worse at this point, Jess. I don't understand how you didn't see. First of all, I don't understand how you didn't sit there and see that as him taking advantage of her grief. Even a goddamn blind person could have saw that coming. That's number one. Number two, I feel like you should probably feel some sort of way about that, though. I mean, he clearly didn't want to be with Liesel that bad. I mean, it wasn't that hot and heavy that he. LaShanta says when Albert Ava don't want Scott. Damn. Okay, yes, let's please in the chat answer that. Just as okay, did anybody else see Scott take advantage of Liesel's grief? Trying to play me. Ron says I was laughing at your response when I mentioned the topic. Okay, LaShanta says no. Harry says, I'll say it again, since the boomer didn't see it, Liesel dumped Scott for a petty reason. But, no, and I agree with that. No, I 100% agree with that. I want to know if anybody else saw that besides LaShanta. I like to see Scotty and Liesel together. Please in the chat tell me that I'm not the only person. Now, Laurie says, yes, I was uncomfortable how Scott told her. Okay, cool. About her grief. Thank you. Crystal Hopkins. No, he didn't. Okay. I don't even know if I should count that one, but okay. It's kind of leave this up for a few more minutes. I wouldn't be exactly praising that answer. Um, Curry says, "Well, at least God's not a damn Logan." Eh, I'm gonna give them a night off. Mel says, "I love it when Leo told Sloan that I owe you." Yeah, well, I'm glad one of us loved it. Hmm. Darby says, "My name is Brendan, and I'm not in an Albert, and I'm not in a Albert. You're on your own." Just let the man say, "Let me be there for you, even if we can't be a couple." And this man said he's taking advantage. LOL, can't make this up. You're funny, Spider Quake. Darby says, "No, those damn Logan sisters. I blame them for." Oh, okay, all right, yeah. We're not gonna really go there tonight. Yeah. Darby says, yes, I like them together, but he just won't take no for an answer. They went to Lucy like nothing happened. Exactly. They went to Lucy like nothing happened. Like, are you kidding me? Those damn Newmans. Hmm. All right. Well, I feel you, Kyrie. I feel you. Like I said, I'm gonna give them a bit of a break. Mel says it won't be long for Leo to expose Melinda. Hopefully not. How did he take advantage? Why did I pick today to not sit there and get alcohol? I think that's what I'm really asking myself. Why did I not pick today to get goddamn alcohol? The one day where I no, I had an answer, Jess. It just clearly went over your head. All right. I'll say it again. Wow. Okay, Kyrie. I'll say this again since you just got in the chat, Crystal. He wanted to get back together with her. She said, "No, they're already broken up. It is what it is. You just want to be with someone. You're lonely." He says something as far as her running away from her grief. Yeah, say he was running away from your grief. Okay. So what do you decide to do? You talk about her grief more, and then you say, the thing was, yes, he did sit there. Okay, so he did sit there and say, "All right, I'll be there for you regardless if we're together or not." But then he said that we can be together. We can grieve together, and some other thing that he said that was kind of slimy. I don't know. I felt like it was taking advantage. Really, is what it came down to. I'll say that much. I don't really understand that, but I mean, I don't understand how people didn't see that, but that's the thing, Kyrie. I'm giving him a bit of a break because it's a heart wrenching story. It wasn't, but it's okay to take your L. Like I said, I should have definitely had some alcohol in reserve. Um, you know what? I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I'm just gonna let it go. Um, but yeah, like I said, I'm giving the Logans a break. Yeah. Because like even with Donna, I felt like yeah, a lot of the stuff that she said was out of pocket, but it was out of desperation and sadness. Okay, all right, I get it, Carrie. Mel says I can see how uncomfortable Sloan was from EJ and Nicole. She was only uncomfortable because she was afraid that Nicole was going to sit there and look at that baby and be like, "No, that's my child." That's the only reason why she was uncomfortable. And again, if see that's the whole thing is like if you got to go that far, that out of pocket to sit there and keep a man, you ain't doing. It's like, and I can't even feel bad for her. That's the thing. I'm like, you getting blackmailed by Leo Stark. Like, what are you doing? And even Stephanie. And I said this in my review, which I don't know if a lot of people watched it, but I said in my review, I'm like Stephanie, if you decide to take Chad back, that's on you. That's on you. You take him back, that's on you. Um, my Run. Yeah, I glad that made one of us. I'm glad that made one of us laugh. Um, but I'm like I said, I'm like, you take him back, that's on you. You know he doesn't want marriage, and you do. So you're gonna settle for playing house with kids. Exactly. Playing house with kids that aren't yours, playing stepmom, and just like I don't like I know emotions aren't like you can just shut them off and on. But like at this point, you might as well be with Everett. At least Everett actually wants to be with you. Hmm. At least Everett actually wants to be with you. Now, Curry says, "I love to see the look on the bum's face. Is she's going to make him with on the bum's face? Is she's going to make him wear blindfolds?" Oh, okay. Took me a second. Yes, Eric. Eric got no job. No, Eric empty pockets. No, Eric got no job. Brady. That's not one. Eric got no job. Brady. Got a theory that it looks like trouble in paradise for Alex and Teresa because now Stephanie's going to be single and that Teresa's going to get jealous of Alex. Stephanie gets closer. I can't even sit there and call it paradise, but I get what you're saying though. I can't do this, Teresa. Like I really can't. I can't take them. I can't take her seriously. And the sad thing is like, although I don't want her to lose her job, like I don't want Emily to lose her job. I'm like this. Lashanta says, "How about what I tell you about Eric?" Um, I don't remember. I mean that he. I know. No, actually, no, I don't. I do remember you sent this saying that you would pick Eric that has no job over Deacon, which is that's something. Curry says wear blindfolds while Islam started pimping out. You can tell. You can't. Well, that's very true. That's listen. He'd be a working man. Be out there making that money. I ain't gonna be mad at him. It's like I'm not mad at you know who. We're going out and doing the same thing. Thank you. Lashanta says, stop calling him a bum. Here's the thing, Lashanta, I'll stop calling him a bum when I find out what he does officially. Curry says who? Um, Eric? Yeah, no, I'll stop calling him a bum when I feel like he actually has a job. Okay, right now he's Mr. Empty Pockets. Just says I can't believe Christmas is just 2 weeks away. Jess, are you getting into the holiday spirit? Are you getting into the Christmas spirit though, Jess? That's the question I got for you. Dory says, Eric the sexy bum. Jess says, no, I'm a Grinch this year. Oh, come on, Jess. Don't be like that. Don't be mean. Chris says, no, you said, just like you're not mad at you know who. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yes, yes. Hey, listen, Kyrie's, you gotta make that extra money. You gotta make that extra money, Kyrie's. Okay, so I'm not gonna be mad at him for going out there and you know, making that money by selling that um product, I'll say. I wish I could sit there and I was just gonna sit there and send it to you. Well, see, the thing is, I can't really say it because if I say it, then it's just gonna be. Now, Crystal said, yeah, like I say, gotta, gotta sell that product. Now, Crystal said, but she is running away. Both her kids are gone, and Scotty knows how it feels. He lost three. F his fourth kid. Yes. Um, I don't know. Why the hell is that not going back up for them? It's like I get his thing. I get what you and Jess are saying. Yeah, Jess, he's not letting that go. No, listen, Jess. If Dex likes the Marvel movies, I don't know what your problem is, Jess. You need to get on that. Lashanta says when Tracy came home, I said, "Here comes Scrooge." Mel says I got good news that Saw X and Saw 11 movies coming out. Okay. I got some horror movies I gotta sit there. When's the next part? Is see it's probably quick. I didn't even have to sit there and say, you already know. Just as I mean, Kyrie says I'm going to talk about my storylines on Friday. I hope Queen Nakisha and Queen Jess like the storyline. Now, you know, guy. Spider Quake. W says everyone in GH loves the Marvel movies. It's in their contract. Yes, that's kind of true, but to be fair, Darby, I feel like it is probably the easiest thing that people can get into, though. Because it literally does have something for everyone. Literally does have something for everyone. Like, I feel like it's easier to get into Marvel stuff than it is to get into DC stuff. So, Darby, you know what that shows? It shows that the mouse is always in charge. They didn't even actually, his thing, they didn't even actually have to sit there and talk about that. They didn't even actually have to sit there and talk about Marvel. They just did it because they knew that they could. Have a night, Law B. Yeah, DC got a story too. If we're gonna be honest, DC. I feel like honestly, to tell you the truth, Spike, I feel like you don't like DC because that time that person says something about a certain character being OP, and you never let that go. Um, San Andreas, I still got to see the first one. Now, you know what I actually watched? Krampus. I watched Krampus this week. I watched Krampus this week, and that movie was bad. Well, here's the thing, Spike. I'll sit there and say this much: you can like I like DC. I also like Batman. It's my favorite. Okay, all right, I'll give you that. But yeah, I saw Krampus this week. It was bad. I was like, okay, cool. It's horror and it's horror and it's Christmas. Have a good night, Crystal Hopkins. Um, see you in the next one. See you in the next live stream. And yeah, it was bad. Yeah, it was bad. I would not suggest anyone actually see that or Snake Eyes. That was another bad movie. Darby says the mouse has more than DC. Nobody likes DC. That milk dud gets on my nerves. I like that. Happy night, Lashanta. Thank you for joining. It don't actually got a direction like Marvel. That's why I wasn't there that day. Oh yeah, I also took off that Sunday too. I also took off that Saturday you meant. Okay. Hmm. Mel says I didn't like the way Krampus horror movie ended. I mean, I didn't. It just wasn't. It just wasn't a good movie. Like it was. It's like I went from one bad movie to another bad movie within a span of 2 days. Oh, we know you were. We knew you were joking. Because me for the same reason. Yeah, I was supposed to go see my friend that didn't wind up happening. And I was like, you know what? I might as well just take the I might as well just take the one night off. But I mean, slightly quick. I mean, I always miss doing the live stream stuff. You know. Also, actually, tell you the truth, you became a member again. So, quick says, "Look, I enjoy the rain. It was so fun. I like sleeping. Um, yeah, I just, Dark. It's one of those things where it's like the sad thing is that it's not even a funny story. Like that's a real thing that happened. That's a real thing that wound up happening. You know, maybe Jess will sit there and meet him one day. Yeah, maybe Jess will sit there and meet him one day, and then she can come back and go like, "Yeah, it's true." uh, no, I partly said that just to see if she was still in the chat. But I'm talking about meeting my crazy one of my crazy friends. One of my crazy friends. Barry says yes, I can believe it, Albert. Hashtag people sick. People suck. The problem is it's not that it's not so much that like people suck in the situation. It's just that's just bizarre. Just says LOL funny. In all reality, I don't think I would subject just to that level of torture. Um, but I would still sit there and cook for it, just to kind of make up for that incident from like 3 months ago. I'll say 3 months ago. Toby says we all have difficult friends that we refuse to let go of, Albert. I mean, like I said, he's not a bad person. He's just strange. Like he's not a bad person. Just kind of an apple. Just. Curry says, "Are you referring to that one? Are you referring to the one that said he's the top? You're he's the top. You're the bottom. That friend? No, no. I don't have any top or bottom friends. I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't think I would sit there and say something like that if I wasn't sober. I really do miss alcohol though. Just on a side note. You know, not even for what Justice Smith is saying, which definitely made me want to get some alcohol, but just in general, though. Oh, oh, yeah. No, I no, I don't. Yeah, I do remember. Oh, you mean the stream that didn't happen? Is that the stream that you're talking about? You're talking about the stream that didn't happen? And just says, "Oh hush." It's going to have a couple of villains from the X-Men past, and the villains are riding, and looks like Loki. Hmm. Well, I mean, I am very excited. Now, when's the next Paranormal Activity movie coming out? That's one. Let me know when you know about that. I feel like I have more, but I can't remember it though. I mean, those movies aren't really scary, but they're just really interesting to watch. You know, Kyrie's that was the stream that didn't happen. Hmm. You got it. Okay. Um. Yeah, not really much wind up happening on Y&R though today. Keeps think they're trying to reach for something that's not there. But yeah, like I said, man, let me know when the next one's coming out. Harry says, "Don't worry, I didn't re-record that stream." Well, I mean, there was no stream to record, so I have no idea what you're talking about, Harry. There was no stream. I mean, I went out my birthday or my friend's birthday. That was about it. So no, I don't remember. Oh, sound like a made up story to me. Okay, good. Yeah, let me know. Like I said, those movies aren't even really scary. I just find them interesting. Harry says, "It's okay." My Android says it happened. I believe her and only her. And Jordan's back, and she is on a revenge path. You know, the thing is, I didn't even think about Abby until somebody else said that, which is something I'm going to be doing also. I said this in my review, my YNR review, but um, there may be certain videos that I'll put out for members first, and then put it out for everyone else after. Curry says, and you know her reputation, she's nuts. You know, for a hot minute, I thought she actually snuck into jail. Like I said, I thought she actually was in the jail. I was like, apparently Sally is going to give Adam another chance. Ariana says, "Good night. My day tomorrow begins early. Have a good night. Have a good night, Ariana. Ariana, it was great. It was great to see you. I know those early morning shifts are no joke." Harry says that was still so epic when she took off that cast. Darby says Jordan got an IV full of vodka hooked up to Kyrie, saying he's addicted to her. I was just looking at that picture. I was like, bro, I don't know when that picture was taken. Like, but I will sit there and say that her being there, um, it definitely does give it a much. What was I gonna sit there and say? It definitely does give it a much um, energetic vibe that that show does need. I'll say that much. But it's actually 10 o'clock, so I think I'm gonna sit there and end the stream here. Though. But I do want to thank everyone for joining now. This is actually a lot of fun. I appreciate every single one of y'all. If I have not said that enough, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah, I look forward to seeing each one of y'all back here tomorrow. So, again, have a good night, Ariana. Have a good night, Kyrese. Have a good night, Darby. Have a good night, Queen Janet. Have a good night, Queen Jess. Have a good night, Blackmon. Have a good night, Spiderquake. Have a good night, Cherry Ice Cream. Broski. Have a good night, Big Nate. Have a good night, Melly Mel, my horror queen. Have a good night, Tracy Steves. Thank you for joining. It's always a pleasure to see you. Bruce Cam- what? I got good news that Bruce Campbell for Evil Dead Future was going to do them probably more like every 2 or 3 years rather than every year. I still got to watch the last one. Right, quick, I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about, broski. Have a good night, Queen Becky D. Have a good night, Blackmon. He says, I admit Victoria looked pretty and said I briefly liked her. Wow. What time is it? On the way up. Well, it was good seeing you. 10:11. Okay. Yeah, you know, Spider Quick is yeah, he's a comedian. Oh, nice. Harry, that's awesome. That's exactly what I do. Way too much. Harry, that's exactly what I do. Way too much about certain things. Yes, have a good night, everyone. Like I said, have a good night, Queen Mel. Stay safe. I will see you on the next live stream.